Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. We are live now on the IBO Advanced Marketing Strategies webinars. If you give me just a minute here, I'm going to work on a couple things and finish them up to get this ready. Tonight, we got a cool topic to share with you. It's going to be about IBO Toolbox. Tonight, we're going to focus on that. Earlier, I was originally going to go over more stuff about content, because that really is probably the best way to build anything in a business and online anyways. But I've decided to else that I've pretty sure I've understand completely how to do this. And what I'm going to show you tonight is, if you noticed earlier during the week, I was the featured member of the day on IBO Toolbox. And the day before, I'd actually planned it and things, expecting that it could happen. And it did. And the reason I expected it could happen is because I've done this many other times and it happens. And I'm just going to share with you what I mean, it's not 100%, but usually doing this will land it within a few days of doing certain things. And I'm going to go over that. What we'll do is, I think I got IBO pulled up. So I'm going to go to screen share. It's already a few minutes past the hour. I'm going to go into screen share, and we're going to go over to IBO Toolbox. And I want to show you that there's no need for slides. Let me minimize, go over to IBO Toolbox, and then hide that little thing down at the bottom, because there's no point in having it there. I'll refresh the screen, and we're going into IBO Toolbox. Okay, so I think it was Tuesday. Tuesday, I hit the feature member of the day, like Mr. Samuel Stokes here. And first, I'll go over what this means. On tonight has never used IBO, or is new, or isn't very familiar with it. If you're a regular member, you know exactly what it is, and most likely you've been feature member of the day. The regulars always hit it. Well, I'm kind of a regular. I mean, I'm there every day, just about. I mean, there are times where I may not log in for a couple of days, but for the most part, I'm there usually for a few minutes, in and out every day. And so what I'll do, if you're not sure what feature member of the day is, let me explain. This is the home page. This is the page that everybody sees. And if we all refreshed our screens at the same time, we'd all see the same thing. Over here, you have the feature member of the day. It's just a little spot that only one person sits in all day long. That person will get the most exposure, no doubt. They get the most eyes. You get tons of associate requests, tons of messages. You get a lot of exposure. And so it's really a good thing when you get it. And each day, the system has an algorithm, or it looks for certain things, and no one truly knows what it is, neither do I, but it looks for certain things, and if you match, I guess, you go up. Well, the spot, but let me explain what I've kind of picked up on. I've hit it like 17 times, I believe. This past time was the 17th time. And the first time I was featured member of the day was like, I think my first week on IBO Toolbox. It was within the first 2 weeks. Absolutely. It was really quick, and I didn't expect it to be that quick, but it did make me think maybe perhaps there's not as many people as active as I am, and that's why I got it. And I'm new, and perhaps maybe they're giving me this exposure to get me to like the website more, to become more familiar and enjoy the website more. And that could be true. I really don't know. Or maybe I just was very active. The idea is you're supposed to be active. Only you're going to have at least 5 stars. And Samuel here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You always have to have 5 to 6 stars. A 6-star seems like, to me, they get it more often, because the 6th star is not it's not something you can do. You got to have a referral. It seems like, everybody with 5 stars, the only one you're missing is a referral, because it's only up there for like a week. And this week, somebody used a link of mine and signed up for IBO Toolbox. And when I saw that, when I got a referral, hadn't been featured member for over 45 days. You got to wait over 45 days. And I knew, I was like, well, let me see if I can, go in there today, set it up so tomorrow I'll be featured member of the day. And this has happened quite a few times, should I say. The past few times I've hit it, it's because I purposely wanted to hit it, and it happened. All right, when I get the 6th star or referral, well, the other stars, I can just go in there in seconds or minutes, within minutes, and do what I got to do to get those stars. Number 1, the profile. So I'll always have 1 star because I completed my profile. Everybody should have 1 star. You do it once, it stays. Number 2, I can go down here. A recent press release. Oh, that's simple. Takes a few minutes to put together a piece of content, publish it to the website. You get, I think it lasts for about 2 days, that star. The recent wall activity, that's just to put something up here on the wall, Actually, the wall does pretty well on IBO. I've tracked it and have noticed that I get more clicks from my wall post than I do from my press releases. I thought it would be the opposite, but that's not the case. I get a lot of traffic from people who don't comment or do anything, So the press release may look like it's getting more traffic because it's got more activity and comments, but remember, these people are incentivized. They're leaving it for to get credits. So they may not have clicked the link. Your wall post, there's no, you get no credits for a comment. So even though your wall post has no comments, or maybe 1 or 2, doesn't mean people aren't actually clicking the link. I guess that's why the wall post was shocking to me, that it was pulling better than the press release, and it was pulling better than the banner ads and text ads. So, hey, a little tip here: post on the wall regularly. Post on the wall. Then the referral, that's the one where somebody else has to get that for you. Somebody has to sign up. You can't do that for somebody and they sign up. And then recent, as long as you got an ad running, that's going to be up. I think you got like 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. When your ads stop running, that star will go away. My ads, I'll get an email from time to time, let me know that my impressions are out, my ads quit. I can go in there in a second, have them right back up. I think I've never lost that star. So between that and the completed profile, you should always have it, because the last one is just leaving a comment on a press release or a video. That's really simple. You go over there, read it, write something, let them know what you think about it, et cetera, et cetera. So when you get the referral, it really does set you up to a greater chance of feature member of the day, because you have the 6th star, and only a few other people will be carrying it, and they may have already hit feature member of the day within 45 days. So when you get a referral, you can basically demand the feature member of the day and get it. What I would do is, usually I lay low. This is how I've done it. I'll lay low off IBO Toolbox and let these stars wither away down to 2. Let them wither away down to 2. Usually it's when I've got other things going on, I go work into something else, or I'm building a product, I'm making a presentation, I'm doing something, and that's kind of a good time to let those stars kind of just, you know, wither away. And when that happens, if it's been over 45 days, we've got this, we got it made. Because if I come back with a vengeance, especially when I see that referral come in, like if I'm just leaving it, you know, a very little activity over the days, maybe a press release here and there, let them go back down to a couple, just not near as active as I usually am. It seems like almost every time, if I come back one day with a vengeance, meaning you know, I got that referral, I go in there and I do 2 press releases that day, and I comment on several press releases. I'll hit up some videos, throw up some wall posts. I'll pop up all 6 stars, and I'll put actual time into it, and put a lot of comments, a lot, you know, you name it. Collect my credits, and write, of course, 2 press releases. That's about as active as you can get. And usually, if you haven't been active lately and you come back and you start hammering away, it throws you up there. It's almost like it's, you know, I'm kind of looking at it on a marketing perspective on their end. Okay, if you got somebody who hasn't been online or hasn't been on your website, but they used to be a regular, and they're not really showing you any love lately. Well, when they come in and they do, you give them this award to make them yay, and you know, I like them again. You know, that's kind of my thought. Maybe that's what's going on. And it's like, here you can have the award. Thanks for coming back and being active. So give it a shot. If you ever find yourself stars, and the referral does not have to be have the referral, but I'm just saying, when you do get a referral, or if you get a referral, that is exactly when you need to hammer it away. If it's been within 45 days, it won't work. It's got to be outside of that 45 days of your last time up there. I think the longest time I went months and months with nothing, and then when I started um, laying out and then coming back with a vengeance, I started getting it more often. So it's really worth it. So think of that. Just I've noticed that there are people on here that are active every day, like I was the day before I get the award. And you know, I just do it that one day and I get the award. Um, Within the next 45 days, you know, I'll probably maintain 5 stars. Somebody might hit a link, join. I might get 6. But when I get outside of my 45 days, the next time I get into another project or focused away from IBO, I will lay off of IBO and start letting the stars wither away. And then, of course, come back with a vengeance, and I'll have it again. That's what I've been doing, and it's been working almost every single time. So with that said, that is, you know, like I say, nobody knows the algorithm. I'll tell you this, I did it one time. I got my 6th star. I came back with a vengeance, and it didn't happen. But I maintained it for a few days, and within a few days it did. Sometimes it's exactly the next day. Sometimes it's a few days after. You know, there's no guaranteed way, but you can definitely greaten your odds of achieving that award. Let's see. Let's go to Samuel here. Let's give him a little more love. You know, it's his day in the spotlight, and it should say, oh man, I don't know if I can get to his actual. Oh, if I go to his wall post, this might be the trick. It should show. I need to go to his IBO social. Maybe that's it right there. That's what. Yeah. Feature member. This is his first time. This is his first time in the spotlight. So, wall post 377, comments 500. He hasn't really been around very long. Ford, yeah, well, he signed up way before me, about 2 years before me, the day before my birthday, April 24th. He signed up in 11. I got in network marketing a year after that. I started network marketing April the 11th, 2012. So he's been here. He signed up a long time ago and probably didn't log in for years. And now that he's come back and he's gotten active, he gets the award. Okay. But what I'm saying, you don't have to wait 2 years. I mean, I can let my stars drop down to about 2, and then just throw them back up. And especially if I got a referral, it's within that week I'm on the board. So there you go. Just keep that in mind. I think that'll help a lot of you. And hey, and do me a favor, if you're watching this either live or you're seeing this a long time from now, if you do what I'm talking about and you're using the information I just give you and you do get the award, make a comment about it or let me know and say, hey, I did what you were talking about and it worked. I'm only going to go over it this one time, because if it gets too big and I cover it too much and there's thousands of people out there that know about it, it'll quit working, because then everybody's doing it. But if you're, we'll be getting all the Feature Member of the Day awards. So if you're wondering, I also mentioned I was going to tell you how to take advantage of this day, and I think you're gonna dig this, because one time I was Feature Member of the Day and it dawned on me. I had a webinar coming up where it wasn't my webinar, but I was a guest on someone else's, and I had, was promoting that webinar. It was for LinkedIn. And that webinar still today is still doing well. Thousands and thousands of people have viewed it. It's done really well. And what really got it going was IBO Toolbox, because I was promoting it. I became Feature Member of the Day, and I was like, well, let me write a press release and promote the webinar. Well, on Featured Member of the Day, I'm going to write 2 press releases again, or at least one real. I want whatever's most important at the time. If it's promoting a webinar, if it's whatever, you want to do it on Featured Member of the Day, because so many people are going to be clicking that link. So your content is getting passed around like crazy. You're getting a lot of traffic. So you want to make sure that your wall post, your press releases, all of that stuff is basically all pointing towards one particular funnel, should I say funnel or landing page. But that way you can generate leads. That day I was a Featured Member of the Day, I wrote a press release about the link coming up that I had 21 opt-ins that day from that one link from IBO Toolbox. Just from one press release, I got like 21 leads. That was 21 new subscribers. If you are not building a list, Featured Member of the Day, I mean, I don't know what else you could do. You can promote, maybe a program you have. But, if you're into internet marketing, you definitely want to have a landing page, a way to capture leads, because everybody's heard the money's in the list. And that's true. The money is in the list, and you want to grow that list, because that list is like, consider it like your customer base. These are the people that purchase from you, and they will purchase over and over and over again, these same people. And so you want to be able to let them know when you got new things coming out, or new products, or webinars, things like that. You want that list. So you would want to promote something that'll build the list. Because with a list, you can sell any program. You know, you can make any program successful. You can become an affiliate for anything with a list, as long as, you know, if it's targeted. So definitely I would do that. Another thing, when you're featured member of the day, you're going to get a lot of associate requests. You know, if you're like me, you accept anybody. I don't see why you would not accept somebody. You'll get a lot of comments, a lot of people passing around your content, which is great. One thing you could do is apply to each individual person. But if you do that, let me show you what happens. Let's go over to my comment wall. If you I would always recommend that at least once, like this one right here, it's got 3 comments. You should always hit reply one time and actually leave a comment like you're leaving a comment on someone else's. From there, you can reply separately to everybody. But if you leave the one, you know, hit reply and leave it, number one, you'll get credit. You know, if you got 5 stars or more, you'll get some credits to run some ads or whatever you want to do with them. And number 2, it will bump it back up. I think it may bump it back up if you just reply to that, but I know it will not give you credits. So if you're just going in there and replying to the actual comment, you're not going to get credits. If you got to reply to the press release at least one time, and then from there you can, you know, reply to each individual comment, but at least do it once so you can get credits and get a bump back. I'm not sure if replying to just the comments will do it. I need to actually do it one day and refresh and see if it did it. You know, real simple. With messages, the idea is to write a message that's short, sweet, and simple, because you're going to get 5,000 messages that say congratulations. You know, congratulations on your award. I mean, I'm guilty of writing them too. You know, I'm writing them all the time to people, especially people I've talked to on the phone that, you know, through IBO, we've built a good relationship, especially those. And a lot of times people I don't know. If I got time, I'll write them a message. But it's going to be a time killer to sit there and reply to each one by typing them out. So what I'll do is I'll go in there and just say, you know, thanks, I appreciate your comment, you know, nice and generous back. Copy and paste that into all of them, unless I come across one that, you know, calls for a specific answer because they asked a question. You know, other than that, I'm going to paste that same message and send, paste, send, paste, send. And like what I've talked about on others, you know, on IBO, when you message someone, just like anywhere else, if you put a link to your website in your signature, and for me, you know, especially if you've got a blog or a website that is yourname.com, this works really well. You can, you know, here, you know, on my signature, it says J Carden, and right below it, jcarden.com. Bingo. So I don't ask them to click on it. I don't tell them, hey, go check me out or anything. But what I found is, you know, testing the analytics is when I'll go through there writing a bunch of messages like on LinkedIn or IBO or anything, when I'm replying to all these messages that have built up, I will get a lot of hits from that, a lot of traffic from that source, you know, like IBO messages or LinkedIn or whatever. And I know it's coming from the signature. So when I discovered how, you know, it seemed like at least 1 out of every 2 or 3 people will click that link because, number one, you didn't ask them to. It's in your signature. It's kind of like there. It's like, if you want to know more about me, here it is. And if you've got a yourname.com, think of this, something like that. Do you think a person is more likely, if they don't know you, they're just meeting you for the first time, right? They don't know nothing about your business. They don't know what companies or programs you're working with, but they see the yourname.com. Do you think they're more likely to click on that? Or do you think they're more likely to click on like something that's, I don't know, a name of a program.com slash ref equals question mark username slash 32200, some crazy link. They're like, oh, well, that's some kind of capture page. Uh, you know, that's why I think yourname.com is definitely a big factor in making money online. You got to have that. I mean, it's just, it's a lot of people may look at it like it's a lot of work. Oh, it'll take time. I got to build this. I got to buy a domain. But I tell you, once you get it and you start seeing all the benefits and all the doors that open, that $15 a year ain't so bad, pretty much. And then you start sinking more money into buying things for it because you start to realize that, this is making me money. This is getting me referrals. This is getting me commissions and people contacting me left and right. So that's the idea. But featured member of the day, back to that, it's definitely the day you want to be full force promoting particularly one specific thing. And the reason I say that one specific thing is that way when people see your press release, if they don't get little bits and pieces when they comment, they may get the rest of it on a wall post. But you want to keep that one link flashing in front of them. If you're jumping around from this to this to this to this, and everybody on IBO Toolbox has several programs. Like myself, I've got advertisings, I've got traffic building programs, I got lead generation programs, I got genealogy lead programs, I got my primary MLM business and autoresponders. There's a million things you can get enough money from by promoting, but just promote that one particular event. And I have found that webinars, events do better than anything else. They really do. Because number one, in order to get into an event, you got to use a real email address. It's not like, hey, name an email and I'll show you this video. Well, you'll get more fake emails that way than when you're doing an event, because if they give you the fake email, they're not going to get to see it. And webinars have been a great way to get, more legit emails more than anything else. That and product purchases. But that's feature member of the day in a nutshell. I mean, I just went through it, showed you, how to greaten your odds. You got to stay active right there at the end. If you've been absent for a while and you come back with a vengeance, I'm telling you, you'll get thrown up there so quick, it'll make your head spin. It's almost like it's going to happen. I've seen it so many times happen that way. But you got to have at least 5 stars. And if you got 6, a lot of people have 5 stars, but not very many have 6. Trophies, normally I'm a featured, club IBO member. I haven't renewed my subscription in, probably over a month. And I've been thinking about I need to go do it, but I just haven't. And I'm letting, I'm using up, I think I still got, nearly 77,000 credits left. So it's going to be a while, but when I start running low, I'll become a, club member. It's pretty cheap. It's like $20 a month. And of course, now what makes IBO really good is they offer commissions for referrals. That's awesome, because you know how many referrals you can get if you're working on LinkedIn, talking to other network marketers, or Twitter or Facebook, and be like, hey, yeah, when you start talking to them, you don't have to tell them like go all nuts and bolts and tell them every detail about IBO. What I found was, well, hey, if you need some advertising, like if they mention, yeah, I'm trying to figure some out, like, I know a website that'll let you advertise for free, and you can write content. So, maybe that'll help a lot. And usually if I just keep it simple and say, hey, here's a solution to a problem you have, and it's free. I mean, very rarely does anybody not actually sign up. And now that IBO gives commissions, I'm actually mentioning that more. I used to never promote IBO. I mean, I had some things out there floating around, and I'd get a referral every now and then. But now I'm going to go back to considering it a source because they offer commissions now. And if you're a club IBO member, you'll get 50%. So now I've made commissions, but I wasn't a club member, I let it expire like last month. And sure enough, shortly thereafter, I started making commissions. But it's no big deal. It's really no big deal. But if you become a club member, the time to do it is like right now. I'm not going to do it right now, but the next go around that we'll go over to Credit Center. But you want to do it when they're running specials, and I'll tell you why. All right, for you can just imagine this: $20, become the member, and then go in there and get like $100 when they got it cut in half, because Club IBO members get double. So that's what I did last time. I just dropped $100 in credits while I was a club member, and I got 400,000 credits, or 2 million ads. So $100 plus you get the 4,000 every week, so it's not bad. So what's going to happen is when my credits run out, because I like to keep things promoted, when the credits run out, I will wait on that next sale, and when that comes around, I'm going to sign up for Club IBO and then go purchase some more credits, boop, build them up. And I'll probably stay that way for a few months until like if I run out of PayPal money or something, or something, I'll probably. But anyway, I recommend you be a member. Just because I'm not at the moment doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Other than that, that is the best part of the feature member of the day, is the traffic. And just keep in mind to always promote one particular link to a capture page, to a landing page, or something of interest that home business owners will be interested in. What you don't want to do is you don't want to promote all day long a replicated website, like for instance, and this, I was actually going to cover this topic, what I'm about to share with you now. This was what I was originally going to cover, and we're going to kind of blend into that. But if you are, and one of the things I was thinking was, let's think of an affiliate program. For instance, the least ad space. I've been seeing that a lot. Or Leads Lead. There you go, Leads Lead. That's one that I use all the time. And actually, I build the links that I put on here. I use for the webinar. You saw one of the links that I created using this program. But it's an affiliate program too. You can make commissions. It's not a primary business, but it's useful. It helps you build a business, and you can make some money. So hey, I'm all for it. With Leads Lead, this is you've seen it. Let me go up to. I was thinking about logging out, but what I was going to do, if you've ever seen, you may not have, but I'm about to show it to you. Hold on. So this way you'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. If you've ever seen it promoted, let me just grab an affiliate link. Let me do this one. This one's the most common. I want to show you. This is what it looks like So, what a lot of affiliates will do is, like on Leads Leap, they will add this particular page to a traffic exchange, or like on IBOTOOLBOX, they will build a banner to, I guess you could say, that'll go directly to it, text ads. And when you click them, they always go here. And everybody's got the same page. So if I'm thinking about Leads Leap, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Oh, that guy was really, that one visitor really was thinking about Leads Leap. I better give him a call. Can't do that because you don't know I did. You don't even know I visited. So this is what I would do. Let me, man, I wish I'd have pulled this up earlier. Let me show you something that's you might find interesting here. To my website. That is the most difficult password to type in. Go to post. And what I'm going to show you is something that may help you. This is why you want a u.com. Well, you know what? Matter of fact, let's go to visit the site. Let me pause that video. I'm going to put up a new one soon. I think I had or let me try this. I'm trying to access it the best way. Leads Leap, this will work. That's, hey, just type in part of it. So, all right, here's a blog post that I wrote about Leads Leap instead of using this. If you see an ad for mine or something like that, what I'll do is, instead of going directly to my affiliate link, I will send you to this. Because number one, you can learn all about Leads Leap. Number two, I may even find out who you are and how to contact you. Yeah, as you see, like that banner that popped up, if I filled it out, I could say, that guy was reading about Leads Leap when he filled out that information. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Leads Leap must have really interested him. Maybe I should call the guy. Well, all I had was an email, but I could write him a personal email, say, hey, you were checking out Leads Leap, So, hey, that gives me an upper hand, because number one, are you going to sign up for something that you've talked to someone, or you got to know someone that's in it? You were thinking about it. You got to talk to somebody. They answered your questions. You kind of like the person. Most likely you're going to sign up with them, right? Okay. I mean, that's what most people are going to do. And bingo, here it is. And they can go from here. I got the link all through it. I've got it in anchor text. I've got all the details about it. So it's really cool. The difference between free member and pro member. So really, you can and see, they can click a link like that and then go to that page. But see, they've already read it at jcarden.com. So keep that in mind. You see, hopefully that's right content. Now, this is just one post, and this is really all I've got. I've done some press releases like on IBO, and I think I wrote some content on a couple of other social sites, IBO and MLM Gateway. I wrote on those, and but most of it usually, let me go to referrals here. Referrals, 209 downlines. See this guy here, how to prospect. He came from my website. This guy, how to get traffic to your affiliate, came from my website. Came from my website. Not sure on those. Look, came from my website. Came from my website. Came from that actual review. Oh no, it came from a review from something else. Rebrandable traffic, MLM gateway. That one came from a piece of content. Rebrandable, my website came from IBO. Um, there's an actual, and it's still a pro member came from the actual content on the, Leads Leap account. There's another one, Leads Leap, that review. And, as you see, some of these members are pro. There's another pro member, but I don't know how I got them. But so, pro members pop up, and there should be more. And see, through that, I've got 129 people I didn't refer. So that is the purpose of just, and that probably took me 2 hours to make, 2 maybe 3 hours to write that content, put the links in it, build the video, create the image, do the work I needed. Maybe two, and it's led to quite a bit, as you see. But also, it's got me a lot of leads for other stuff as well. As you see, a lot of the leads, or a lot of my lead referrals, are not necessarily from this exact post. Some of them are hitting up reviews on this little GoDaddy. They go there and they're reading about one website. Heck, they see that banner and they sign up for another. But it's because yourname.com. And really, guys, if you really do that, it makes a world of a difference. And now I'm thinking about, now that IBO does commissions, I'm really, really thinking about doing another IBO like blog post, and then pushing it and promoting it like I would everything else, getting it shared around Facebook and tweeted out and pinned and all that stuff. And, like boost my referrals. That way my commissions at IBO will increase, and I get to know more people and build more leads and build a business, become featured member of the day, et cetera, et cetera. But hopefully this has helped out. Maybe ideas from tonight's webinar. Maybe, I'll see you in that spotlight very soon. If you haven't been the featured member of the day yet, or within 45 days, simply just go bananas on the website. Post on the wall, 5 to 10 times. That's probably what I'll do. But I'm doing all this like all within a certain short period of time too. I'll go do some other work, and then when I've got a break or I'm eating a sandwich, I'll go do a little more. But I'm definitely pumping it out. Write 2 press releases, comment on as many. Wait till you get 4 stars first, though. I don't leave comments until you at least can get some credit. If you're going to leave a comment anyway, I would say wait till you can get some credits for it. You got to have 5 stars, and one of those stars is a comment. So you'll have to eat the first 2. I think it's like, go do two comments and then go refresh it, and you'll have a star for your comment. And now from there out, you can get 5 to 10 credits, and then just start leaving comments on a lot. What I usually do is I'll go through the dashboard and just comment. Like I would hit, if I wasn't on the webinar, Candace's, look, she's got 1, 2 right here. I'd leave a comment on those 2. And then, it'd refresh. Tony there, big IBO guy. And look, he's a member. Look what happens. You get that big old wad of money behind you. And he's doing really good. He's been in a thing called Moneyline, and he's doing pretty good there. I think he's got his mojo going on that one. So I'm real proud of him for that. There's Tony again. I would leave another comment there. That's not. Oh, we got what is that? Bonus IBO 943. Oh crap, it's 947. Well, guys, I missed it. We'll try it anyway. What was it? Bonus IBO. I always miss it like minutes after. Always. I've gotten a few of them, but let's try. I think it's expired. Let's try bonus IBO. Redeem here. Rebrandable traffic. Go back. Yeah. Always probably going to be expired. Yep, it's gone. No good. We missed about like 4 minutes. But anyway, I told them I clicked on an ad, so let me be honest here. I always do that. I run it through and then I go back and click on the ad. But hey, I missed the code, so did I really owe them that favor? Anyway, basically it for the for tonight, guys. Definitely if you're wanting to get into a yourname.com website like what you saw with mine, um, to be honest with you, it wasn't that hard. You know, I put it off for a little bit thinking it would be real difficult, but what I had found, it was very, very easy. Writing content at yourname.com, WordPress, you know, having a WordPress site, it does, I don't know, it's just got more magic, more authority, more everything to it. And it seems like, you know, I can write press releases on IBO, and you know, I might get some leads. I'll have my days where I get 21 leads on a press release. But with my WordPress site, I'll probably get more than that over time per post. And the signups and the sales, the commissions and all that it brings in is real good. So if you really want to get one set up, just you know, reach out to me. I know someone who will actually do the work for you for pretty cheap. He uses WordPress. He'll actually do it for less than what you could do it if you were to actually go out and purchase, you know, WordPress and buy the domain. All you would have to do is pay a flat fee and of course pay for your domain name, and then that's it. You got yourname.com and you got a year to not have to worry about it again, and you can just simply hammer away writing content. You know, if you wrote a post every day, that's 365 posts. And that year with that little bit of money you just spent, you know, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. It will energize. It will definitely get you a lot more leads and signups and stuff like that. So anyway, with that said, I think we'll wrap it up here. I hope this helped. You know, I always feel like, you know, like there was something I could have done to make it better, you know, but then when I get feedback some days, it's like, yeah, you know, it's pretty true. A lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people that get a lot from these, and they've been coming since the beginning, still coming out every week, and I appreciate you guys for that. All right, let me get off screen share. I'll throw out the code real quick. We're going to wrap this up a few minutes early here. Oh yeah, I have to do my thinking here. We're going to stop presenting. There we go. All right. So what we'll do is, if you're on IBO Toolbox, just shoot me a message. I'll send you credits, IBO Toolbox. Then you can probably find it on my website, jcarn.com. There'll be a link there. Definitely would like the referral and for us to be connected, because one cool thing about IBO is when you register, whoever's link you use, y'all are connected. You don't have to actually send out an associate request. You're already connected with the other person. They're not all sites do that, similar to IBO. But go to IBO, send me a message. You know, you could do FMOTD as the code. Just say I was there till the end. Featured member of the day, FMOTD. I'll shoot you over 1,000 credits when I get your message, of course. Usually within a day or two, I'll have you 1,000 credits over there. So just do that. And guys, for all of you that came out tonight, I want to say thanks. Hit me up on IBO if what I told you tonight lands you in the feature member spot like it did me this week, and about 10 other times, and I'm dead serious, about 10 other times, you know, let me know. Just find a way for me to know. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.